good, gang? It's Ronnie here, back at it again with another video. So I'm actually recovering from a cold. It's not the C word because I got tested and it was negative, but it was a pretty nasty cold, so that's why my voice sounds like this. I probably really do sound crazy to y'all, but I still wanted to film for y'all, and I don't think it's that bad, because if you would have heard me 2 days ago, it was a mess. I had no voice. I sounded like a man. But anyway, so before we start this video, I just wanted to tell you guys, I have actually started a new channel, and it's called Therealranii. So if you are into spirituality, manifesting, divine femininity, healing your sacral chakra, healing in general, that is going to be the channel for you. Obviously, if you just like my hair and you just like to hear me talk about my hair, then it's going to be great for you to just stay on this channel. I will continue to do that. You guys know I've been talking about expanding my channel for a while, but I decided that it was better to kind of keep the two channels separate, because I know all of you who resonate with me with my hair are not going to resonate with me spiritually. So I would like to keep those two things separate anyway. And then this channel will be the hair, shopping, vlogs, all the materialistic kind of vain stuff, fun stuff. And then the spirituality channel will be all of the other types of things. So that channel is called Therealranii. It will be right here on the screen somewhere. And if you resonate with me, please go and subscribe, and we will go on this journey together. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about that. So now into the video. I actually filmed this literally 2 minutes ago, and then I realized that I was filming the wrong thing. So I meant to talk to you guys about how many locks you should have, and then my silly self got on the video and started talking about how to choose your lock size. And then I realized, wait, I already have a video like this on my channel. So I had to delete the whole video, start over. But it's not really that bad because that video kind of sucked anyway. Anyway, so let's get right into it. How many locks should you have? It is an open-ended question. Sorry. Anyway, so my mind is like keeps going blank. What's going on? Anyways, I'm trying to tell y'all how many locks you should have. Okay, there we go. So when you're choosing how many locks you should have, you really need to keep in mind what the ultimate product you want is. When I was choosing my locks, how many locks I wanted and what size and all that, I just found someone on Instagram who I liked. I went in and I told her this is what I wanted. But because I have more thicker than normal hair, which we are very familiar with, my locks did not turn out like the photo, which I'm not upset about. But the reason why is because she had this size is what my loctician gave me. But because I have more hair, and like, it's not like I have a big head, I just have a lot of hair, it ended up not looking like that. The lady in the picture probably had about 100 locks, but because I have all this hair, I ended up with 200 locks. Yes, in the beginning of my journey, I started with 200 locks. And so what I'm trying to tell you is finding a photo of the locks you like is all fine and dandy, but what really matters is how this is going to look on your head. So when you're looking at those photos, you have to keep in mind what kind of hair you have. So let's say, for example, you want locks like mine. You have to keep in mind that I have a lot more hair than normal people. Not even bragging, like, it's annoying sometimes because, and I'm not complaining, like, I'm blessed. It's annoying sometimes because I can't do the same styles other people do because it's just so much, and I can't fit it all in a rubber band and just things like that. But anyway, you would have to keep in mind that my hair would not look the same on you. So even though you know I have right now around 170 amount of locks because I combined a lot, you could go up to your loctician and tell them that you want your hair to look like mine. But because we have, say for example, you have 4C hair, I have 3C hair. Your hair is really thick, but my hair is a lot more. So your locks, you could try and get 170 and those would look a lot smaller on yours, or they would look a lot bigger on yours, because it really just has to do with the shape of your head. And I feel like I explained that really poorly, but if it makes sense, it makes sense. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Take what you can and leave the rest. So when you're choosing how many locks you want to have, you want to keep that in mind, number one. But you also want to keep in mind that when you're choosing the size, it's going to affect the way the locks look. So the more locks you decide to have, the smaller appearance they will have. So obviously when you start your locks, they're a lot smaller, and as they mature, they get bigger. But when it comes to the size, if you choose to have 200 locks, which most people don't even recommend because it will give you the appearance of micro locks, or like sister locks, depending on what type of hair you have. So I would say a good range to stay between is probably from 80 to like 150, really. And that's just up to you, but the more safe for, see, these are combined, but because I started with a lot of locks, they did have the appearance of being smaller, which is why I ended up combining a lot of my locks, because I felt like they were a little bit too small, and I kind of wanted, because in the beginning my hair was like really, it was huge. It still felt like an afro to me because I chose to have so many locks. But basically what I'm trying to tell y'all is you don't want to just go buy a photo of somebody else's hair because you don't know what type of hair they have. You can't really see all of that through a photo. So you kind of want to, even if it's kind of actually a good idea to put a tester lock in your own hair, you know, just do a regular coil in your hair or a 2-strand twist and imagine what that would look like on a full head of hair. And that's how you're going to be able to know if the size that you picked and the amount that you picked is going to be a good amount. So I don't know if I'm explaining that really well. Like, I thought this was going to be an easy video to film, but I feel like I'm not really doing a good job of getting the point across that I'm trying to get across. So let me see if I can think of something else to say. I'm so lame. Oh, okay. So I can't do this. Like, I need to get my thoughts together. Hold on. I figured out what I'm trying to say. So basically what I was trying to say is if you have thinner hair and you try to go with the same amount of locks that I have, it can lead into a thin appearance of locks, and it can actually lead to breakage because two people do not have the same type of hair. So when you try to go ahead and say I want 170 like the Therealranii, and you have thinner hair or not as dense hair, your hair can look really small, really brittle. Like, they can all look like this, really. And then that can lead to falling out because they don't have the foundation that they need in order to be strong. And so you'll either end up having to combine them or it just won't work out. Now, if you have really thick hair and you're trying to start with thicker locks, obviously it can make your locks look huge. So if you're not going for that really big, luscious appearance of locks, you want to start somewhere in the middle. So obviously everybody has kind of an idea of what they want their locks to look like, but you want to kind of ask your loctician. Like I'm saying, obviously you need to go to like a real loctician, not somebody who's just putting twists in your hair. But you want to kind of ask your loctician, do you have the type of hair that's going to do well with this amount of locks, basically. So my type of hair would not have done well with only a little bit of locks because it's too thick and they would have been huge. And I wouldn't have liked that personally the way I like my locks to look. Now, somebody with smaller hair would not look good with a lot of locks because they would look thin. And then that can cause where people feel like they have all scalp and they don't see, like, it's not, you see how this is kind of full? When you have thinner hair and you try to start with a lot of locks, it can make your scalp look really barren. So anyway, y'all, that's what I was trying to explain. I don't know why I couldn't get my thoughts together. I've been feeling out of it anyways, but yeah, so I really hope this helped. If it didn't, I'm sorry. Let me know if I could do better in the comments. Again, like I said, if you are interested in my spiritual channel, it will be on the video a few minutes back, and it also will be in the description. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. Please leave video requests, comments, likes, subscribes, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.